amiga. ¡A lo que estoy!
All right, Love Bug, Luchabillies, Wyndham James Wynthorpe III, and Master Andrew Bates. That's coming up. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what. This could be the starting and the continuation of a big feud here in PXW.
Is it the start or the continuation?
Well, it's a little bit of both because they've had previous matches with each other, but
yes.
Now I think it's going to start to develop into a feud because you know what? The British Connection just can't seem to get the better of the Luchabillies. The Luchabillies always seem to outsmart them, and no matter where they go, the Luchabillies are always victorious over them. The British Connection could have a shot here tonight, but you know what? I'm putting my money on the Luchabillies. They always pull one out.
If I remember right, the last time they wrestled, that was the Luchabillies' first match. Am I right about that? I think I am.
I think you are right, but you know what? Past footage has shown, no matter where the Brits go, they try to find the Luchabillies always outsmart them, and I think the same thing's going to happen here tonight.
That's true. Well, I guess all we can do right now is take a look and let's see what happens.
Ay caramba, baby.
Same Luchabillies that were here last time? What? These aren't the same Luchabillies. Where did these come from?
Don't you know there are, I bet, hundreds of Luchabillies?
So what, these guys are just going to keep showing up here and...
I don't know. I don't even know if they speak English.
What am I even supposed to call these guys? Flannel and Yellow?
You know, you do whatever you got to do.
Oh, that's their names then. This is Luchabilly Flannel and this is Luchabilly Yellow.
If I have my notes correct, I believe that's Luchabilly 25 and Luchabilly number 82.
Which one? Which
80,
one's 25?
82 is the yellow. Yellow. 25 is the other.
Stand up and show some respect.
No, I don't want to.
Stand up and show the due respect to the Britannia.
Who are you? Sit down.
Oh, by the way, who is this bringing in the, It appears that the British Connection has another member. I would guess by her dress that she might be British.
I guess so. I don't know. This is all new to me.
proper English lady on our hands, Commissioner.
I don't think so. She's gonna what?
I'm just impressed that she knows the Queen. It looks like Luchabilly 25 has a problem with our esteemed guest in the ring.
Good, I don't blame them. I have a problem too.
Well, they're going to have a much bigger problem when the rest of the British connection gets here and rips those masks off their heads. Why are these idiots chanting USA? They're Mexican. Mexico was probably too expensive for them to learn.
Maybe they live here. Maybe they're from Mexico, just living here.
Now that was an introduction. That was a spectacular introduction.
You're crazy.
You don't know quality when you see it. These are the finest gentlemen ever to grace your ring.
No, I do know quality. He's standing right in the ring in the corner, being bossed around by some wench.
So you're saying you'd prefer your ring announcer in his boring black shirt and his boring black pants to this lovely Lady Duchess of Yorkshire, beautifully adorned in the Great British flag?
Of course, that's why I hired him. He was good. A lot better than her, that's for sure.
Well, we can only hope in this match that these two fools in their masks get a lesson taught to them by these proper British gentlemen, because I've had just about enough of the Luchabillies.
From Blackpool, Tijuana. They're going to find a way with a whole lot of tequila. They are Luchabillies, William Warren and Jimmy Jack.
See?
What? I'm going back to flannel and yellow because I have no idea what they just said. I don't see the British connection having much of a problem with these two. I can't imagine they're any better than their previous iterations of Luchabillies were. Starting things off, Lord Andrew Bates and Luchabilly Flannel. And again, they're from Mexico. Why are they chanting USA as we get a collar and dollar eye?
Because just like many of the other people in this country, they came to America.
Whatever. Arm wringer now by Bates, reversal by Luchabilly Flannel. Turns it into a nice little chicken wing. This isn't going to last long, as I'm sure the superiority of the British are going to easily overtake whatever wrestling technique the Luchabillies brought with them.
You'd be surprised how good the Luchabillies are. They could wrestle circles around you and you wouldn't even know what hit you.
What I am surprised at is that the Luchabillies can spell USA.
I don't know what you're getting at there, but these two, along with the other
Shot to the
98,
chest.
are great wrestlers.
As little bit of momentum now for Luchabilly Flannel, as again it's quickly reversed by the superior technician that is Lord Andrew Bates. Bates fired off, shoulder block, and down goes Luchabilly Flannel. Oh, and a blatant trip.
Did you see that? That was good.
Blatant trip. And now a leg sweep into a cover. Barely a 2 count.
See that? He missed him.
He missed him because that was not a very scientific wrestling maneuver. When the British Connection concentrates on their scientific wrestling maneuvers, they will easily outclass these two clowns.
Yes, but can their scientific ability get the best of the high-flying lucha libre style of the Luchabillies?
Luchabilly Yellow able to get a power slam out of that. Bates brings in his superior of his member of his team, his mentor, Wyndham James Wynthorpe III. Now the Luchabillies are going to get a lesson. Lucky arm drag there by Luchabilly Yellow into a hip toss.
How can you say lucky? I don't understand you. I think you do need glasses.
Nice display of power by Luchabilly Yellow. I guess he had a couple extra burritos before the show started. Wynthorpe trying to get to his corner now. Where's your referee counting now? I didn't see a tag.
No, there was a tag. There was a tag. Don't worry about it. Now, how about that? There was a rake to the eye.
That was not a rake of the eye. It was a face buster. As Luchabilly Flannel goes into the corner now. Luchabilly Yellow losing his cool a little bit with the honorable.
Well, of course he's gonna. They're cheating.
Double teaming is a part of tag team wrestling. Perhaps you should, pay more attention to what happens in the ring.
Double teaming is a part, but not cheating.
Again, Luchabilly Flannel trying to get the weight of Lord Andrew Bates off his chest. Bates now brings him up. Looks like he's going to look for a suplex here. Takes him over. Nice snap suplex. Float over into a cover. Just barely kicking out is Luchabilly Flannel.
How do you like the tan on Master Bates?
All right, I'll give you he's a little bit pasty, but there's not a lot of sun in England, so
it's the same sun we have here.
It's just not out as long. There's a lot of fog. Something apparently happens to Luchabilly Flannel there as Wyndham James Wynthorpe III got in and out of the ring. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Yeah, that was also more cheating, and I don't understand how you miss all the cheating. Especially when
this is a completely legal double team. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. But now Wynthorpe is going to take over this match. As Luchabilly Flannel's been in the ring for a long time. Snaps his neck down over the second rope. Now he's going to drag him to the outside. Kicked him in the back of the leg there. I really couldn't see. The woman in the front row's head was kind of obstructing my view. I'm not sure what happened there.
How about you kind of move out of your way a little bit so you can call the action?
I am calling it. He kicked him in the back of the leg. He's weakening up the bigger man. It's a tried and true strategy as Wynthorpe rolls back into the ring to break the 10 count. Right hand by Wynthorpe. Chance of USA getting to the British Connection just a little bit, it seems. Apparently the crowd isn't smart enough to have figured out that these guys aren't from the United States either.
So now you're making fun of Xcitement. That's nice.
Scoop slam coming up here from Wynthorpe. Drives him to the canvas. I will give the Luchabillies one thing. They are big guys. They do pose a little bit of a size matchup problem. Elbow drop to the sternum now. And a cover. 2 count. Luchabilly Flannel just gets the shoulder up. Kind of a casual cover there. But when you're as technically superior as Wyndham James Wynthorpe III, I guess sometimes you take a few things for granted.
Well, that's going to help him lose matches, in my opinion. So he better watch himself. But if this cheating keeps up, yeah, maybe they will win.
If the referee would pay attention to the match instead of reprimanding Wynthorpe, maybe he would actually see some of it. Not that there's really anything to see. It was just a simple matter of.
No, you're right. The first
Luchabilly Flannel is tied up in the corner. The Connection pulls him out of the corner, drops him on the back of his head, and now Lord Andrew Bates goes back to work. Looks like he's working on the neck there. just twisted on the head, putting all kinds of pressure on the trapezius muscles. Luchabilly Flannel fighting now to try to get back to his vertical base. Elbow to the midsection, another one. Breaks the hold and off to the ring ropes he goes. Shoulder block from Flannel, knocks down Bates. Steps over and a walking scissors kick right to the face of Luchabilly Flannel, dropping it and his momentum. 2 count for Bates on the, again, not a convincing cover by the British Connection, but they've been in command of this match for so long, I really don't see them having much of a problem. They could probably put it away anytime they wanted. Miss on the clothesline. That was like an attempt at a sunset flip going bad. Obviously, Luchabilly Flannel's wrestling ability equals his dressing ability, as that will just go right back to the rudimentary punching that he started the match with.
Did you hear that?
Not only did I hear it, look at Bates' chest.
I'm trying not to be honest with you.
Now there's the sunset flip into a pinning combination and a 2 count. Bates kicks out, as I knew he would. Simple move like that's never going to pin.
Nice, big
Lord
double
Andrew Bates.
clothesline.
Both men down now. It's going to be a race to the corner. Can Wynthorpe get the tag before Luchabilly Flannel gets to Luchabilly Yellow? Counts on both wrestlers now, getting to 6 as Luchabilly Flannel is crawling over. Both wrestlers make a tag, and in comes Luchabilly Yellow with a quick clothesline, knocks down Wynthorpe. Then he knocks down Bates and Wynthorpe again. One more for Bates as Luchabilly Yellow is wrecking the ring right now as he knocks Wynthorpe down with a right hand. Goes back to check his corner. Check on his teammate. And just like that, Lord Andrew Bates turns the tide. Neckbreaker there from Luchabilly Yellow, as it's just chaos in the ring right now as all 4 men were in.
Oh, look out, look out, look out! Yorkshire Slam, oh my God!
Out of nowhere, Wynthorpe pulls out the Yorkshire Slam. And as I said would happen when this match, before this match even started, the Luchabillies were no match for the class technique that the British Connection brought to the match. What do you think of your precious Luchabillies now?
I think if it would have been an even match with no cheating, they would have won. That's what I think. I still like them. I don't know.
You don't recognize the talent, the skill, and the pure class of the 2 wrestlers standing in your ring right now, Dennis. Maybe they bent a couple rules. They didn't need to. Those guys were no match for these 2. No matter.
Look, and now they're fighting.
Wynthorpe with a right hand and a face buster from Bates.
Now look at your team.
What's happening to the British Connection? And a slap to the face of his mentor. What is wrong with Lord Andrew Bates? Has he lost his mind? Wynthorpe taught him everything he knows.
I don't know about that. See, look, now
apparently he's come to his senses now, and he's come back to get the leader of the British Connection and help him back to the entryway. They match up with the Lady Duchess of Yorkshire.
Man, that is unbelievable. You know, I bet money on the Luchabillies, and I'll tell you what.
You bet money?
The Luchabillies should have had it. Them Brits, they anger me. They're such morons, them guys. Everything they do, just... Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what to say. The Brits got one over on the Luchabillies.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Commissioner Stein. I think the Luchabillies are going to bounce back because the advantage the Luchabillies have is there's so many of them.
Yeah,
The two moron Brits never know which two Luchabillies they're going to face. The Luchabillies can always prepare for them two nitwits, but they'll never know which two they're going to face, and that's an advantage.
That's absolutely right. There's only a couple hundred that I know of, but you never know. There could be. I see them all over the place. I don't know why these two can't find them.
Well, it's pretty obvious why they can't find them. They're morons. Look at them.
Well,
All he's worried about is, the Queen Mom, and the other guy's just a plain idiot.
Well, be that as it may, they still won the match. Luck or not, that's a different story. But the Brits go over on the Luchabillies, and we'll see what happens in the future.
Well, I'll tell you what. Big Daddy Law and I are still the tag team champions, and if those two morons, the Brits, if you're going to give them a title shot, I'll tell you what. I guarantee you, they're going to go down.
Are you sure you're part of that tag team champion? Because
absolutely,
he didn't seem like it was before.
Listen, he has anger management issues, but we're working on it. Okay.
All right.
How would you feel if somebody came and blatantly knocked an awning off your house with a truck?
But he didn't. Oh, wait, awning? I don't.